this picture that I've put on this particular video. Quite an interesting picture. I was laughing looking at this picture. The picture on its own speaks volumes about the character of the government that is currently in charge of Zimbabwe. Just imagine these people were attending a scene that had been gutted by fire, where individuals, I mean small business personnel, they had actually lost their belongings. We know in Zimbabwe that people survives on the basis of hand to mouth. You have to sell something and automatically that would give you the food for the day. So they go to a situation where they are expected, by the way, to offer solutions, where they are expected to exercise some form of empathy, especially to the people who have lost their belongings. But guess what? These individuals goes to that scene like slay queens as well as slay kings. I don't know if they are slay kings, but from the look of things, it appears in Zimbabwe we have slay kings in the form of government ministers. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You know, if you are led by people without manners, I think this is lack of mannerism, and definitely they were going to scene to show off, not for the purposes of actually attending to a scene which saw people losing their properties. But what does this to Chris Muswanga? Definitely such news only happen when there is a wife for Chris Muswanga. That is Monica Muswanga. Yes, I meant to say Monica Muswanga was there exactly like a slay queen at her age. I wonder whether we have got slay queens at that particular age. Anyway, let me not speak more, otherwise and he attends the scene of I mean, where people are crying, they have lost their properties. To see that ZANU-PF is really a joke. I think when I was looking at this, I'm wondering, really, does this be, what do we do? What did we do really? Is it to the devil to deserve such a spectacle that we are presented with, masquerading as a government? So that is why, if you look also at the speech that was issued by Monica Mtswango, you can tell that these are not the ministers that they are pro people, that they have been voted by the people of Zimbabwe. I think when they see the people, ordinary citizens, they see, I don't think they see human beings, because you don't do that, especially to the people whom you want votes from, people whom have actually voted for you. I think to be properly characterized, I think what ZANU-PF is doing to the people of Zimbabwe, they are taking the people of Zimbabwe for a joke. I wonder whose sofas are these? Are these government sofas which were placed in that particular scene, and most probably they are dirty, and who is going to clean them? I think it must also be a very, which ministry exactly released, and I'm wondering who came up with the idea, who came up with the idea of, let's go to the troubled people, to the scene where there is trouble. Just imagine, I mean, be it a president, or how I mean, special you may think you are, you visit for such a scene with your own sofa, and then they put a sofa, you sit down. I've never seen this. I've never. It can only happen in dictatorship. You can see that these people are not in touch with local communities. Are not. In fact, they don't have manners. They don't have experience of what life entails. Most of them claims to have actually fought during the liberation struggle, and they were doing so alongside the masses. I don't think so. I don't think so. Then why would they behave in such a manner? Just imagine. The next thing they would do is to go into an accident, because this was an accident. This was a terrible accident whereby people lost, their businesses. It would be difficult for quite a number of this. You can tell, like I predicted, that this scenario was created by ZANU PF. And if you look at the manner in which the state of emergency was actually declared when that incident happened, and if you look at how the slave queens rushed to the scene, and you look you look you look at the visuals that continues to come through. I mean, Zimbabwe is really a joke. We are a joke. These people are taking the people of Zimbabwe for a serious joke. I don't think there is a sane individual, a normal human being who behaves in such a manner. We expect this shows that there was no sincerity in attending this scene, and these people they are not even worried because a minister attending to a scene with the thrust or with the actually mentality to be visible on ground and also to offer solution. We're supposed to see a minister who was going to come crisscross the place, assess the damage to the place. Take some hours walking through the scene, assessing the scene, and most probably showing some sympathy to the victims. Fire, we don't know whether it's a man-made kind of fire or this was actually created so that individuals can take money from the. Anything is possible, especially considering the government that is currently in charge of Zimbabwe and the manners associated with individuals who are part and parcel of this is thinking, this is bad attitude, this is bad mannerism. I wonder if these individuals have relatives or even their parents are still alive when they look at them behaving in such a manner, masquerading as leaders. How do they really feel? It shows something about the upbringing of a person. And you wonder, these are the people who tells you that in 2030, when for the past, I don't know, 8 or so years, they have failed even to make sure that Zimbabweans are employed. We've got an economy where we are told it is growing, but Zimbabweans are not employed. They are every day. If you go to all border posts in Zimbabwe, Zimbabweans are fleeing the country, be it through aeroplanes. Some who are still in the country, they are processing their papers to leave the country because it is quite difficult to live in Zimbabwe. I think it's like a war zone. People who are trying to earn a living, at some point their belongings are actually gutted by fire, just like that, because of unstable political environment, because of the existence of very, very corrupt and power-hungry people who wants to continue leading. They are living a soft life. Gawes of today, they are living a very, very soft life. Just imagine a whole minister going with a sofa. I'm interested in knowing where did they get these sofas from? Where did they come? Which department actually offer? There is a lot now. Zimbabwe is a comedy. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the subscribe plus button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okancube Umhlabane is signing off. Please do remember to follow us also on other social media pages, on X, formerly it's X, formerly Twitter, as well as Facebook. Yes, it's a comic in Zimbabwe indeed, and also Facebook, formerly Facebook. Yes, it's still Facebook. I'm actually laughing at the presentation that I was doing. This story, it's